NBA's most trusted fixer steps in. Thunder get the Scott Foster treatment in Game 2 must-win versus Nuggets. It's the NBA's oldest magic trick, and once again, the league isn't afraid to pull it out when the stakes are sky high. With the Oklahoma City Thunder staring down the barrel of a brutal 0-2 hole in their Western Conference semifinal against the defending champion Denver Nuggets, the NBA has tapped its most infamous, polarizing, and calculated officiating ace, Scott Foster. Yes, that Scott Foster. The same one who's earned nicknames like the Extender, the Cleaner, and, depending on which team you're rooting for, maybe something far less polite. On Wednesday night, Foster will lead the officiating crew in a game that has suddenly become Oklahoma City's entire season, a masterclass in damage control. Let's rewind. Game 1 was supposed to be a triumphant continuation of the Thunder's incredible run, a franchise reborn, led by the ice-veined Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, backed by a tenacious young core and ignited by the best regular season record in the NBA. Instead, it was a gut-wrenching collapse, coaching miscues, defensive breakdowns, missed opportunities, and an unstoppable force named Nikola Jokic imposing his MVP will on everything in his path. The Nuggets stole Game 1 in Oklahoma City. And make no mistake, stole is the operative word. The Thunder, young and hungry, suddenly looked like prey. And now, with Denver set to host Games 3 and 4 at altitude, the league finds itself in dangerous territory. Because a sweep of the number. 1 seed in the second round? That's bad for business. Really bad. Cue the league's favorite reset button, Scott Foster. Why Foster matters. And why now? To casual fans, the appointment of a referee might seem like a footnote. But in the high-stakes world of playoff basketball, officiating is strategy. Scott Foster is no ordinary whistleblower. He's the league's go-to guy when narratives start to go off-script. The numbers. Eye-opening. Since 1994, home teams win nearly 60% of the games he officiates, a noticeable bump from the league average. This season, OKC is 2-0 when Foster is on the call. Coincidence? Maybe, but probably not. Foster's track record isn't just about home court favoritism, it's about keeping series alive. He has a long, controversial history of appearing when a marquee team is on the ropes, or when a fan base's dream is about to end a little too early for television executives' liking. Just ask Chris Paul, who's had an infamously awful record in Foster-officiated playoff games, or teams who somehow find themselves extended to Game 6 or 7 just when it seemed the series was all but done. The message here is crystal clear. The NBA doesn't want Oklahoma City eliminated early. Not after the season they've had. Not after the hype they've built. And definitely not without a fight. The Nikola Jokic problem. None of this is to suggest that Scott Foster alone will win Oklahoma City Game 2. Because even with a favorable whistle, the Thunder have to solve the NBA's most unsolvable problem, Nikola Jokic. The Serbian sensation played chess while the Thunder played checkers in Game 1. He dissected defenses, punished double teams, and turned Holmgren and Hartenstein into spectators on their own court. Even when he wasn't scoring, his gravity warped OKC's entire game plan. And if Game 1 is any indication, Jokic is about to torch every defender Oklahoma City throws at him. The only hope. Foul trouble. And that's where Foster's presence becomes even more interesting. In Game 1, Jokic flirted with foul trouble, and it visibly disrupted his rhythm. If the same trend carries over, with Foster unafraid to make those bold, momentum-swinging calls, it could tilt the scales, even slightly, back in OKC's favor. The Thunder need more than a whistle, but let's be clear, no ref, no matter how strategically placed, can save a team that doesn't execute. The Thunder need more than Shai's brilliance. They need someone. Maybe Jalen Williams, maybe Cason Wallace, maybe even a reawakened Josh Giddey, to step up and share the scoring load. They need rim protection that actually challenges Jokic. They need to win the hustle stats, the loose balls, the 50-50 plays. And most of all, they need composure. Because the Nuggets, they've been here before. They've weathered storms. They've silenced crowds. They won't blink in the face of desperation. Oklahoma City, meanwhile, is still learning how to win when the lights are hottest. That's what makes Game 2 not just a must-win, but a must-grow-up-fast moment. A league with skin in the game. The NBA wants this series to go 6, maybe 7. There's too much potential, too much storyline gold to let it fizzle out in 4 or 5 games. A young, electric Thunder squad up against the steely, precise execution of Jokic and the Nuggets? That's premium television. So, don't be surprised if a few calls seem to go okay.